As I mentioned in the monologue earlier, business and industry are major economic drivers, and for the large part fund the city government. How will you actively, as the government, partner with the Pasadena Chamber and its members to ensure that business interests are represented when designing your policy or ordinances? Great question. That leads into what I've been saying pretty much all this evening, is we need to have partnerships that make our businesses stronger. We do not need to appoint people to boards or commissions that are political appointments. We need to utilize business owners that have experience, knowledge, and expertise that can challenge us to move forward. If the permitting process is broken, let's dig into it, let's find the root cause, let's eliminate the root cause, and guess what? Our citizens' lives are better. Let's partner with individuals that want to partner with us that have been excluded over the last 8 years. We need to have a process where citizens can go online and fill out an application to apply for certain committees or commissions, or just volunteer and say, I want to help start a beautification committee. You know, that would go a long way in cleaning up our city. We need to empty out a lot of the empty lots that are overgrown, curbs that are broken, different things, deserted buildings. We can get folks that have the expertise to help out our city employees. So we need to capitalize on their knowledge, their vision, because they're business owners. They're not going to come up with something that's not going to work. They want to be efficient. We want to get from point A to point B. Let's let those folks help us drive the car to get it fixed. Mr. Ibarra?
Can you repeat the question?
I will, absolutely.
Just pick up on that one too. I didn't hear that again.
Okay. Business and industry are major economic drivers, and for the large part, fund the city. How will you actively partner with the Pasadena Chamber and its business members to ensure that business interests are represented when designing policy or ordinances?
Okay. So it was brought up about political appointees on boards. We had a vote about a month ago, and we had an opportunity to send a message about political appointees on board. Guess what? 3 council members voted against it, and one of them is standing up here. So when we talk about political appointees, you got to talk the talk. If you're going to talk the talk, you have to walk the walk. And I voted against that political appointee about a month ago. Second is we got an email from the Chamber of Commerce probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and something really hit me that I actually reached out. Is we awarded almost $100 million to local companies to do work in Pasadena. That's your taxpayer money. You know that only out of that $100 million worth of work of your taxpayer money, only about 2 to 3 million, I could be off a million, went to actually companies that are actually in Pasadena and paying Pasadena taxes and employ Pasadena people. The system is broken. Second thing is, one of the things that I want to do and work with the Chamber of Commerce, I want to make sure that the city hires Pasadena people first. We're going to do it legally, but I want to make sure that if your son or your daughter applies for a job, they have an opportunity to get a job at City Hall. What happens now? Most of the time you have to know somebody or you have to be family. But we have so much talent that we need to hire. But one of the things that I'm really excited about is something that it's in my Pasadena plan that I really want to cover. It is the Office of Opportunity and Resiliency and Opportunity. This is an office that would address all our development, redevelopment, our planning, our permitting process. We're going to take an area of the city of Pasadena, and we're going to give this particular committee autonomy to address, like North Pasadena by the mall, where they can have the leeway to be able to make decisions legally, economically, administratively, to loosen some of those codes that are very restrictive.
The bell will stop you on that, but I will remind everybody we will have an opportunity at the end of this if you want to dive in deeper on that discussion. Mr. Gonzalez?
Professional experience, I served as a professional bus operator for Metro for 22 years and as a professional over-the-road trucker driver for 10 years. These roles allowed me to meet people from all walks of life. Through those experiences, I've learned to communicate effectively and understand the importance of listening to people's concerns. And we don't listen to the people, they are the voters, and they can vote you in or vote you out. The thing is that the people need to come out and here get more involved in the process of what goes on around in Pasadena. And if we don't wake up and move ourselves to listen and not leave a few to run things the way they've been running, I'm the only one here that don't have experience tied to the city council of anywhere, and I don't have money receiving from Pasadena for any services of which I can be proud that I stand here today with no ties to Pasadena City Council. And then here there's about close to 30 years experience of my opponents. That's it.
Mr. Lindbergh?
Well, first off, let me just say this. Excuse me. There are no political appointees here in Pasadena. We do everything above board here in Pasadena, and we always have. We have a great system of appointing people to boards and stuff. It's worked for many, many years. Now, does it need to be tweaked? Absolutely, and we're looking into that. We want to thank the Chamber for doing that. As far as getting businesses to work in our cities and do things in our cities, we've continued to work with the Pasadena Loves Local program with the Pasadena EDC and the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce, and I think that's worked well. It got us through the pandemic. When people were continuing to purchase goods and services right here in Pasadena, it fueled our economy and kept us moving forward. Councilman Barr was bringing up some of the stuff about the mall. We have been in continued negotiations with the mall. Quite frankly, that's the only box that this administration has not been able to check as far as getting things done in the city of Pasadena, what was on our agenda when we first started to do what's best for the city of Pasadena. That we are still talking with the man. I actually spoke with John Quinlan probably a month ago, so those negotiations have not stalled, and hopefully we'll be able to get something done moving forward. I just want to assure everybody that the city of Pasadena is open for business. We're going to continue to listen to the complaints and the concerns of the people in Pasadena, and my door will always be open. You can come up there and talk to me. People will tell you this about me. Communication is first with me. Relationships are the way they are because you let them get that way. Don't let them get that way. Come up there if you have a voice, if you have a grievance, if you have something that you'd like to voice to the mayor's office. I'm always open. I'll be there for you no matter what. Thank you.
Okay, then I am going to take account and say that we have 4 people who have said that they are indeed going to work with Pasadena Chamber and Pasadena businesses to move the city forward. So thank you for that.